morning, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for tapping back in to see what I have to say. I promise y'all, it truly does mean the world to me. But with that being said, let's hop into it, okay? We're talking about Quant Network, okay? Earlier this week, Quant Network and Oracle announced a major partnership together, okay? Now, Quant Network and Oracle's partnership actually goes back for many years. But more importantly, this week, Oracle announced something called Oracle Blockchain Platform Digital Assets Edition. This is incredible because in that announcement, it mentions Quant Network by name, but more importantly, it mentions how integral Quant Network software as a service, Overledger, is to their blockchain platform. Understand what this means for Overledger. We're going to hop into it. Okay, so Oracle has 430,000 customers globally. I'm going to say that again. Oracle has 430,000 customers globally that they supply their services to. So now when these customers start to operate in the realm of digital assets and blockchain, and Oracle is already providing them, let's just say, payment services, they now will tap into Oracle's digital asset platform, indirectly utilizing Overledger. And just like with Oracle current services, there's a fee associated with that. So understand with this platform, I'm speaking hypothetically, but I'm only speaking logically, that Quant Network's software as a service fee is integrated into the Oracle fee for them to initiate through their platform. Because Quant Network's Overledger, if you go to their site, they actually have a subscription model where you have monthly subscriptions for the little guys starting like from a free account up to like $400, $500. And then they also have subscriptions for the big boys starting at like $10,000, okay? So Overledger is a software as a service that has a monthly subscription model, like a Tidal, like a Apple Pay. Understand what this means, okay? So now when Oracle's customers are tapping into Oracle's platform, when they are doing their yearly renewals or whatever the case may be, you have to only assume that Overledger's fee is attached to that because they're utilizing Overledger to process their blockchain solutions. Okay? This is major, you guys, major, because this is just one customer of Quant's that have 430,000 customers of their own that will be tapping into Overledger in some way throughout some part of time, because all of these customers will be digitized because we are moving into the digital age. Follow what I'm saying, you guys. Understand what this means for Quant. Okay, but also in that announcement, they mentioned something called the RLN. Forgive me, you guys. So the RLN, we're going to dive into that in this video. Follow me on this, okay, you guys? But we're going to go to that announcement really fast. And I know this is a long first rant, but I promise you, you won't be sorry you stuck around, because this, what Quant Network has pulled off, the strategic moves they have made globally that quietly, because bosses move in silence. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. But follow me on this. So we're jumping into that press release because I know you guys have probably already saw it, but I want you guys to focus now just on the RLN part of that press release. Here we go, that first video.
Banks, asset managers, and others that offer innovative financial services to their clients. Quant is delighted with the launch of Oracle's blockchain platform Digital Assets Edition. We have partnered with Oracle not only to bring the concept of a unified ledger to life, but also to enable seamless interoperability for Oracle's platform for implementations of assets and regulated networks such as the Regulated Liability Network, or RLN. said Gilbert Verdian, Quant Network CEO and founder. As champions of blockchain interoperability, we look forward to contributing to the next stage of its evolution by enabling digital assets to seamlessly integrate with both existing networks and current financial infrastructure. And for institutional clients, this is key, as it addresses the challenge of securely connecting, orchestrating, and programming the movement of money and assets across multiple networks of value.
Thanks to my boy Quant for that again. So, understand what the RLN is. And if you're new to Quant, you may not know what the RLN is. And if you've been with Quant for a minute and you know what it is, just stick around because you might learn something that you didn't know or see it from a perspective that you didn't see it from before. Okay? So follow me on this, okay? The RLN is major, you guys. When I say major, I mean major. Let's just jump into the participants of the RLN. You had Barclays, Citi, HSBC, Lloyd's Banking Group, MasterCard, Visa, NatWest, Nationwide, Santander, Standard Charter, Virgin Money, EY, and several other participants. Did y'all just understand what I just said? The RLN is the Regulated Liability Network. It is the network for all of these institutions to be able to send money seamlessly, digitally, cross-border. Follow what I'm saying. And Quant is right there, just like with Oracle. They are the underlying tech stack for that process. So although Oracle, 430,000 customers, that's major. This RLN is incredible. And understand that the UK's RLN was based off of America's RLN. And America also has something called the Regulated Settlement Network, the RSN. But we won't get into that in this video. But follow me on this because this is major. Absolutely incredible for Quant Network and even more spectacular for Overledger, their software as a service. And I'm going to keep saying that, you guys, so you can really understand this is major for QNT. Okay? So, the RLN, we're going to dive deeper into it. This next video is coming directly from all of the participants of the RLN project, talking about how amazing it's been and how incredible the innovation of this is throughout the experimental phase of it, and how the experimental phase will directly affect the actual foundation and rollout of this product. Understand what this means, you guys. But this next video, I'm hopping into it.
UK's financial services sector touches the lives of everyone in our country, and with continued innovation, we can ensure our industry will meet the evolving needs of UK consumers and businesses. In December 2023, 11 industry participants in the UK Regulated Liability Network experimentation phase came together to build on the work we have done to date and explore the potential value of tokenised commercial bank money for the UK's financial services industry.
The provision of money to our customers is a team effort with our peers, innovators and authorities. In the RLN team, we learned how to enable new functions for payments. We explored how to safely and sustainably deliver a platform for innovation, providing functionality not currently available in the market, that customers, businesses, innovators, banks, and other financial institutions will value.
The payments industry faces a critical moment in time as we look ahead to the future infrastructure and investment decisions. Across the industry, we've much to be proud of, and over the years we've delivered many new innovations in payment capabilities, from faster payments to contactless payments to open banking and much more. But as technologies evolve and people's habits change, we must continue to innovate to meet our customers' needs. Building payment tools and features that make it easier for customers to manage their money while enabling greater flexibility and choice is really important.
RLN has been a valuable and voluntary industry collaboration to drive innovation, compared to being driven solely by regulatory demand. This latest use of blockchain technology has shown great results, creating better and safer outcomes for consumers with a more resilient infrastructure.
The experimentation phase has been a fantastic opportunity to collaborate with the industry to evaluate the diverse use cases and technical approaches for new, regulated forms of programmable money. So, whether it's buying a house, trading a tokenized bond, or making a purchase from an online marketplace, programmable payments can foster greater trust, security, and confidence for all parties involved.
This platform's foundational capabilities hold the promise of enabling numerous future business applications, envisaged and crafted by the innovator community. During this phase, we have delved into an initial subset of these applications, highlighting the platform's potential. We look forward to further collaboration with the innovator community to expand and build upon the subset.
The vision for this project is profound. Imagine being able to hold your money in whichever form you chose, in a regular bank account, perhaps as an innovative new tokenized deposit, maybe in the future as a digital pound, and yet having the complete freedom to spend it however you chose, without having to know or care how the recipient chooses to hold their money.
We wanted to ensure singleness of money. So the system was connected to a simulated RTGS, simulated retail CBDC, and to an open banking simulator to cover all the forms of money that are available today.
We are delighted to have participated in the UK RLN experimentation phase. Collaborating with UK finance and the community members was an enriching experience. The insights we gained during this phase was valuable for the possible next steps of digital money infrastructure development in a sustainable and scalable way.
The work carried out as part of the experimentation phase sought to validate the viability of that vision. And as part of the legal workstream, we examined the core legal and regulatory requirements to establish the platform for innovation. The headline conclusion was that the feasibility in principle of establishing the platform for innovation within current laws and regulations was established without material blockers being identified. Now that does remain subject to specific future implementation, which could also take into account regulatory engagement across a number of important areas. And so all of this work and the broader work conducted as part of the experimentation workstream really lays the foundations for the implementation of the platform for innovation and the future of payments in the UK.
This was a truly collaborative effort, bringing together an impressive set of private sector institutions, together with leading consulting, legal and technology partners, and openly driving engagement with industry bodies and regulatory authorities.
We're incredibly excited about the concept and potential to enhance payments and settlements in the UK. It's really positive to see the industry coming together to deliver this. It's been a pleasure for EY to be involved in this phase of work following the involvement in all previous phases. And we look forward to continuing to collaborate with the industry in the future.
We believe in the future that money and infrastructure will be tokenised. The UK payments market is at a pivotal point in time to define its future as part of that tokenisation debate. And RLN, led through private sector collaboration, has demonstrated how today's payments infrastructure could be enhanced to foster innovation, transparency and programmability, whilst maintaining regulatory standards and anchoring the role of sterling in the economy.
The RLN concept brings together industry participants with a common goal to make sure that the entire sovereign currency system meets the needs of the rapidly developing digital economy. If tokenization is to deliver its full benefits, then adoption is critical. That means establishing a consensus across the public and private sectors. The UK RLN experimentation phase has been a great vehicle to collaboratively explore the integration of tokenized financial instruments into the UK payments landscape.
And finally, we wanted to create a path forward in partnership with government and regulators to unlock the benefits of digital technologies and the role of money in society.
Now, you guys just heard from all of those participants of the RLN. You just heard how successful the RLN has been and how excited they are about moving forward with the RLN, okay? That was crazy. You even saw Martin Hargraves from Quant Network also in that video, okay? But follow me on this, you guys. The RLN is crazy, and to understand that Quant Network is right there supplying critical infrastructure for the RLN, understand what this means for Overledger. Understand what this means for QNT, because every single transaction that flows through Overledger, every smart contract that utilizes Overledger's maps and capability utilizes QNT. to do so. Understand what that means for supply and demand, and understand that QNT only having a 14.8 million supply, once that true demand of mass adoption and the utility of that particular software as a service is in function, understand what that means for the price for QNT. Okay? But diving even deeper into the RLN, you guys, this next video is a video from the man, the myth, the legend, the CEO of Quant Network, Gilbert Verdian, okay? He is talking about the RLN. He's talking about Quant Network's participation in the RLN. He's talking about what infrastructure Quant Network is providing for the RLN. Understand what Quant Network has done. They have strategically and methodically laid digital global infrastructure. Understand what that is. That means that anyone that is going to want to build on a standard that is safe, that is trusted, that is backed by governments and central banks, you'll build with the standard. You'll build with them because they made sure throughout all of these trials, like Rosalind and the RLN and other projects with the Bank of International Settlements and other projects with multiple people across the world. I'm not just saying this, you guys. Look up their partnerships. Understand what things like Make and Zapier and Pipe Dreams actually mean. That is them tapping into developers. Developers are people who transcribe the underlying code for everything. Things like the app that you use to pay your car note, or to tap into your online banking, or to go on Facebook, or to go to Instagram. Anything you're doing on the web, some type of developer developed code for that to happen. Okay? Understand that Quant Networks as a service is now a part of some of the biggest developer coding platforms in the world that have millions of customers. Go back, watch some of my old videos and Maximus' old videos. Understand what this means for Overledger, okay? But I'm diving into that other video. I know this was a long one, you guys, but I know. Just follow me on this. Quant Networks CEO, Gilbert Verdian, that next video.
The RLN is a collaborative project by leading UK and global institutions to enable programmable payments with tokenized and non-tokenized bank deposits to create a venue for settlements for all forms of digital assets and all forms of money. So Quant brings its heritage and expertise in creating DLT-based financial infrastructure for all forms of tokenized digital assets and money to be interoperable. In the project, we're bringing a multitude of solutions and technology. This includes enhanced programmability, which is over and above what we've done before in CBDCs and fit for commercial banks, interoperability across networks and different types of DLTs, the interconnectivity of all of these, and then finally, all of this is orchestrated through our technology and presented through a banking-grade API. We're also partnering with R3 on the project, which are bringing in the shared ledger where all the tokenized assets will reside. So RLN means we're creating a new form of money with the commercial banks having a say of what this looks like. And this is all down to programmability. By having logic and programmability built into money itself, we're moving from electronic money to digital, and we're creating the foundation of digital finance. So the RLN project is starting with payments and settlements, but the goal and the vision is to create a common venue, a common platform for all forms of assets, all forms of instruments to settle with digital money. The RLN is a platform for innovation. It's being built and co-designed with all the commercial banks and institutions having a say. The whole vision of RLN is to create a new form of money for different types of instruments, different types of assets to be used across the shared venue. And the goal and the future vision is to make this into potentially a new FMI. And that means a regulated entity running all forms of money and assets on the platform.
Now, you just heard directly from Gilbert Verdian's mouth himself, the CEO of Quant Network, how important their role was in the RLN. Understand what this means for Quant Network and understand what this means for Overledger. What this means for not 2025, but 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, and beyond. Because Quant Network's patents don't expire for like 2040 in most of the cases. And let's not forget, Quant Network have patents for their technology now in America, the UK, the UN, China, India, I think it was 38 countries in the EU, and several other places globally. Understand what this means. Understand what ISO TC 307 is, the global standard for building on blockchain. 60 plus countries have signed up under that standard. Understand that there's, I think, 8 working groups, and Quant Network CEO is over working group 7, which is interoperability, which is exactly the service that they provide through Overledger. It don't take a rocket scientist to just sit back and look at what's literally being presented to us.
The current form of money that we have today is obsolete. We've been using the same system for centuries. What we need is a new form of money that is fit for the future.
We believe that blockchain technology is the future of finance, bringing trust and transparency to any transaction. In payments, its programmability allows banks and payment firms to innovate for their customers. While in capital markets, tokenization of all kinds of asset classes is connecting issuers to deep pools of entirely new investors.
The impact of blockchain to finance is actually just as big as the impact of the internet to society. It really is transformative and changing the entire underlying architecture and the infrastructure of what we use today. What we learned was there's a way we can make money, a digital pound, for example, smart. We saw firsthand participants like the Central Bank of Canada, Amazon, Barclays, MasterCard use this innovative escrow technology that we built to create new types of payments and new types of flows.
We're proud to announce that the same interoperable technology, the same expertise in blockchain and secure smart contracts, the same commitment to security and resilience that has underpinned all of our work to date is now available to anyone with the launch of Overledger platform.
We're launching Overledger platform as the enterprise standard for building on blockchain. We've taken all the experience and work that we've done for the Bank of England, Bank of International Settlement, and open that up for the rest of the industry to use.
Literally, you guys, follow me on this. Follow me on what I'm saying. Because now we've not only tied Quant openly, publicly to Oracle and their 430,000 customers globally, we've now tied Quant to the RLN, which all of those banks are a part of. And that is the institutionals sending money back and forth cross-border and within borders of each other. Then you have the real-time gross settlement system of the UK, which we've also tied Quant to, which is every transaction. It's all of the big ones, the little ones, you know, buying eggs or paying your mortgage or whatever the case may be. Now, understand what that means for Overledger, their software as a service, and how many transactions will be flowing through Overledger because of it. And understand that every transaction that flows through Overledger utilizes the QNT token to submit that transaction, to verify that transaction. As well. Also understand that it's only 14.8 million. That is a very finite supply. Look at what Bitcoin has done with no utility. Now understand that Quant Network and QNT is the institutional Bitcoin. And what I mean by that is Bitcoin is the peer-to-peer payment system. What Overledger is the institution-to-institution payment system. This is the reason why they are such critical infrastructure for things like the RLN. This is the reason why they're such critical infrastructure for Oracle blockchain platform for digital assets, because they are literally, per UK.com, the world's first truly interoperable solution for DLT for institutions. Understand what this means, and understand that they have also tied this to potentially ISO TC 307, which is the global standard for building on blockchain. 68 countries have already adapted this standard in some way, 60 plus, I'll say, that have already adapted and attached themselves to this standard. And throughout those countries also have mirroring committees within their countries. Like here in America, it's NIST. And NIST has a standard that mirrors ISO TC 307. And if it mirrors it, that means that if ISO TC 307 is utilizing Overledger for their interoperable capabilities, that also means that when America builds out blockchains on an institutional grade level, they will have to utilize Overledger for its institutional capabilities, because it is a mirroring committee. So which means once the standard gets put in America, it will be the same standard that's put out for the world in TC 307. Understand what that means for Quant Network. Understand what that means for Overledger. Understand what that means for their software as a service. And understand that if you're in 2025 and the price of QNT is where it is, under $100, and understand, and if you see where Bitcoin is after the 14 years or 15 years of its existence, and understand that we're only literally in year one and just, I want to say, 4 months of Overledger being live. We're only in the first, I'll say, give it 15 months of Overledger being live. Give Overledger 15 years. Understand what this means for Quant Network's token. Understand what that means for QNT. But I won't rant any longer. If you made it through this whole rant, I want you to type into the comment section the RLN. That way I know you made it all the way through. I thank y'all so much for tapping back in. Y'all already know. Peace out.